Hello everyone, we're back again with another question that no one wants to talk about or no one wants to really get involved with, but some people are curious like myself, so they go after these questions and dig in. So the question is, do we really need politicians? What is politics? Politics, government, all of these things came from the ancient world of Sumerians, perhaps, or even before that. No one really knows where the governing body came to existence. All we know is a bunch of dates, bunch of paperworks that some people think is from centuries ago, but the fact is no one really knows. Some group of people started governing over the weaker people, so they got away with it. They realized, oh, okay, the smartest ones can rule over the not so smart ones. So on with it. And the entire history shows us politicians keep failing. There's no really a magnificent achievement done by politicians. A bunch of corrupt people getting together, not all of them, but most of them, let's say 99.99% of politicians are somehow corrupt. They do need the money, and the money comes from lobbyists, and the lobbyists control them. So if I was a billionaire, I would control the politicians and lawmakers the way I wanted, just like what the Rothschild family and the Rockefeller families have done for centuries, and other families, of course. Now the question is, why do we need politicians? Why can't we have some other way of governing ourselves? Some say we do need politicians because they sit down and make laws. Why would we need them to make laws for us? You know, we have seen, let's say US for instance, is a hush-hush. The people, even the politicians, make fun of the presidents for the past many years, for the failures, for the victories. No matter what they do, they get the blame for. And those presidents are so-called elected by people who are forced to choose between two people who at the end of the day they don't really like it. Now in the east side we have dictators all over the place, from Middle East to far east to Russia and China. People don't like the politicians, but they have no other choice because they got bullet in their heads or pointing at their heads. So do we really need politicians, or do we need leaders? The great leaders achieved something. Great powers of this world achieved something, but politicians achieve nothing. Politicians sit down, talk, and at the end of the day, on the table, let's exchange a few dirty money here and there, and come out on the public and go in front of camera and say, oh, we have done this for you guys. What have you done for me? We have rights as humans. United Nations have solituted on a bunch of rights that are called human rights. But are they really in effect? If you say something that is prerogative against a system, doesn't matter if it's democratic or dictatorship, you get locked up, or even you get brutally injured, or even killed. So what is freedom? Freedom does not exist truly as long as you cannot express yourself freely. Now you say, oh, we do that all the time. No, not really. Anything that you and I say on social media gets censored and edited by the platforms, including YouTube. Something that's a little bit shaky for the system, you get removed. A lot of people have lost their YouTube channels. A lot of people have lost their Instagrams, Facebook, and blah blah. Facebook literally is working with the government to control what you say and what not you say. There's a documentary out. It's called Social Dilemma. is on Netflix. Great watch. The Social Dilemma. Please watch, because that shows that we have no freedom. Everything you say and you type and you display, it's all collected, documented, and storage for the later, so they can be used against you if you go here and there. So all of these things happen because a bunch of people think they know better than we know. A bunch of very, very advanced age people. And these people are failing us. The world has turned into chaos. We just see a bunch of family members of the same people, just like Hollywood, move up. For example, this is a great example. Justin Trudeau, a failed prime minister of a failed ex-prime minister, with massive, major scandals, have been successfully manipulated the RCMP, the Federal Police of Canada, not to go after SNC. So that's just one little example of how even Canada West works. And the US, we all know how corrupt it is, and the other side of the world is just out of the question. So why are we letting the children of the politicians to take over? Why are we letting children of the actors to take over? Aren't we part of this system? If we are, then we are failing, because those politicians have created a system that does not let you and I to question. We just follow and say we are great. We have great leaders. Leaders do not play politics. Leaders lead. William Wallace was a leader, saved tons of Scottish people. There's a movie out for him, The Braveheart. These are the leaders who we do require. When it comes to religion, we do need our leaders. However, if you mix leadership with politics, then you end up chaos, absolute chaos that we have out there. And what do you think? Do we really need politicians? What could we use to replace politicians and never have politicians? The great indigenous people of the West had the healing circles where the elders came. The elders were the leaders. The elders spoke and decided. That could also get corrupted, because the elders could go against the tribal deficiencies or problems and create war among the tribes, which we have seen, the history has shown us. However, politicians have failed. They are failing, and the world is chaotic at this moment. What do you think could be the solution of getting rid of politicians and just create a channel of communication that we go to the next days and weeks and years without needing a bunch of people to decide on the behalf of ourselves? If you have anything, please leave a comment and let us just figure out, because at this moment, whatever I think ends up in a corrupt way. So I do not have the solution at this moment, but it would be great if you have it. Just let us know. That was the question of this week. Hope you all are safe, and then prepare yourselves for winter, because that's around the corner. Cheers for now.